Hi, good afternoon. In this lesson, I'll tell you about present perfect progressive tense and its usage in English language. In English, present perfect progressive... Will you shut up? Hi folks, be warned. This is time for English grammar studies that won't contribute to your English fluency at all. What you need instead is practical English grammar that you can apply in your daily conversations. Stay with me, and you'll be speaking more fluent English in no time. Hello everyone who's from foreign background with decent English. I'm Robbie from English Harmony, and this is another practical English grammar episode. Today I'm going to look at a particular aspect of English perfect tenses that is quite often ignored by foreign English speakers. For the most part, it's probably because it's not used that often in everyday English. Nonetheless, it's useful to know how and when to use the past perfect tense in English. So without further ado, let's get to the nitty-gritty of this topic. So as you already know, perfect tenses in English are used to tell about events that have already taken place. But it's not really known when exactly they happened, and it's not also relevant and necessary to know that. An example: I've finished my assignment on time. As you can see, I don't mention the exact time when I did finish my assignment, because in this context it's irrelevant. Just the very fact that I finished it is what I want to tell you about. And that's what the perfect tenses in English are all about. Now, the past perfect is a tense when you replace the have part in the sentence with its past form, had. So what you get is, I had finished my assignment, or its short form, I'd finished my assignment. The annoying thing about learning English grammar and grammar tenses is that if you look at them on a page in your grammar book, they might not make much sense. Also, there can be so many examples given with a particular tense that you just can't make out when exactly you need to use it. So here's the most important practical use of the past perfect tense. The most common trigger word is before. And the key criterion to apply the past perfect tense is when you want to describe some action that was finished by this before moment. Imagine a timeline of the story you're telling. This is now, and that's past. And this point on the timeline is before. So when you're telling something about what happened previously, and then you want to mention an action that had taken place before that, you have to use the had and past participle combination called past perfect tense. So for example, you arrive at work early and notice that somehow a painting has fallen down. Your colleague comes in 5 minutes later and you want to explain him that you didn't see how it happened. So you're saying, it had already happened before I arrived. You see, in this sentence, you're putting the emphasis on the very fact of the painting falling down. And as it is a completed action which has happened before you arrived, it demands past perfect tense. It had fallen down before I arrived. Just listen to what it would sound like if you would use present perfect tense instead. It has already happened before I arrived. You see, it just doesn't sound right, does it? And now a couple more examples on occasions when past perfect tense would come handy in your English conversations. How could you get ready for the night out so quickly? Well, I had planned everything the previous day. You see? On this occasion, I'm putting the emphasis on the very completed action, had planned, and it's best accomplished by using the past perfect tense. I could have actually said, I planned everything the previous day, and it wouldn't sound incorrect. However, if you want to stress the very fact of having planned everything on the previous day before going out the day after, then past perfect is definitely the way to go. Another example. To my shock, I discovered that the job position had been actually filled before the job interview. Here you can see all three signs of a sentence that demands the past perfect tense to be used. First of all, the action, the job interview, takes place in the past, obviously, right? Secondly, there's something that happened even before the job interview took place. Thirdly, this something is a complete action. So, had combined with the past participle will explain your point most precisely. Past perfect tense. On a finishing note, I can tell you that this form isn't used too often in conversational English. It's not uncommon to hear the same thing said in the following way. I was quite shocked to discover that they filled the position before the job interview. Or, I was quite shocked to discover that the position was filled before the job interview. You see, you can tell the same thing in many different ways, using simpler grammar forms, and for the most part, there's nothing wrong with it. But the bottom line here is, it's handy to know why the past perfect tense exists, so that you can use it every now and then. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for your attention, and see you soon again.